Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secureteam. Well, the so-called alien megastructure star, otherwise known as Tabby's star, which has been puzzling scientists and astronomers for years now since its discovery in 2011, is once again emitting mysterious light patterns, leaving us once again scratching our heads as to just what is going on with this enigmatic star. So, just a recap here, if you guys are new to the channel, or if you don't remember, I've been posting videos about this over the years, and basically astronomers detected a very strange star back in 2011 by the name of KIC 8462852. And out of all of the stars that these astronomers were watching and mapping out, this one was very special and very strange, because they would notice that the actual light coming from the star would drastically dim and flicker over the years. And so at first scientists thought, well, maybe there is a planetary system around this star, which would take into account why there would be these sudden dips in starlight. Because the way astronomers detect other planets around faraway stars that we can't even see is by measuring the starlight. And every once in a while, if there is a planet moving in front of the star, that will cause a very small dip in starlight, very faint, usually 1 to 2%. But as they measured the amount of light that was dimming from this star, they quickly realized that whatever was in front of it, whatever is blocking the light, it's much larger than a planet, with original calculations showing that between 20 and 40% of this star's light was being blocked out by something. Alright, and they didn't know what it was. So that's where the whole theory, which was even put forth by scientists, the very people who were studying it, by the way, that there could possibly be a gigantic or massive, as I love to say, alien megastructure being built or constructed around this star. But of course, in the beginning, they didn't want to admit that. They didn't even want to consider it. So they started throwing darts at the dartboard, and at first theorized that maybe it was a swarm of comets that were blocking out the light. That theory fell apart almost immediately, seeing as the amount of comets needed to block out this much starlight would be astronomical. They also thought, well, maybe there could be a massive gas cloud sitting in front of the star. Once again, another theory that fell apart under further scrutiny. So comets out, vast gas clouds out. And that's when they really started to consider and have to take seriously the possible idea that there was something artificial being constructed around this star. And so that is when it was first proposed that something called a Dyson sphere may have been in the process of being built around this star. The Dyson sphere, by the way, if you don't know, is a hypothetical megastructure that would completely encompass a star, capturing most, if not all, of its power output. So the idea is that a highly advanced alien race who had finally found a way to harness the energy of its sun would build this massive sphere around its star comprised of millions of solar panels of sorts that would then suck up all the light from the star, converting it to energy used to power their civilization and or their ships. And so scientists were forced to take into account that this may very well be what we are seeing, because if this thing, if a giant megastructure were being built around this star, it would at least give them an idea, and it would coincide with the way that this star is continually dimming over the years, as if something is being built around it. And so, last year, we really didn't have any more information about this. We kind of stopped hearing new data about the star. But in the last 24 hours, scientists and astronomers are up in arms once again after they have detected this star once again suddenly beginning to dim more and more. And I've been showing you the tweets that have been posted by the various astronomers and scientists who have been observing this star for years now. And as you can see, this is really happening. And it's very exciting to all of us who have been following this star, and it's even more mysterious now than it ever was before. And so Tabby's star, which, by the way, it lurks in the far reaches of our Milky Way galaxy and is about 1,300 light years away in the constellation Cygnus. So again, whatever we're seeing here in these light fluctuations, it happened around 1,300 years ago. So if something was being built around this star, it happened 1,300 years ago and has likely been finished for hundreds of years now. Now, just as a side note here, Tabitha Boyajian, who is the woman that the star is named after, also believes that these irregular light patterns could suggest a host of alien megastructures orbiting the star. And although they may not admit to it, there is a growing number of scientists and astronomers who have been forced and are likely leaning more and more every day towards the idea that this is not a naturally occurring phenomenon and that something is happening around this star. And it pushes us one step further to the ultimate disclosure that we are not alone in this universe, we are not alone in this galaxy, and we are not alone in this very solar system. So with that, of course, we're going to continue following up on this amazing story, and I want to know what you guys think, so be sure to let me know down in the comments. If you have your own theory, please put it forth, and do stick around because I've got another video that's going to be up tonight. I'm working on it right now, so thank you guys for stopping by. Be sure to share this video on your way out because unfortunately, I have been getting a ton of messages lately from people who have not been receiving notifications, people who have been finding that they have been unsubscribed to the channel multiple times and will have to go back and resubscribe. And just looking at my own viewership numbers, I have been noticing lately that my videos have been getting a lot less views lately, and yet we are getting more and more subscribers each day than we ever have before. So there is definitely some sort of censorship going on here, and I ask all of you to make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you click that little notification bell so that you will get the notifications for my videos. And if you would, share my stuff. I'd really appreciate it, and we will continue this search for truth together. So I'm going to get back to work, and I will see you guys back in just a bit.